Hi, this is Ryan Dunbeck from Forestry 375, Section 1. Today I'll be talking about my project concerning cereal cyst and root lesion nematode abundance in agroecological zones. My hypothesis includes root lesion and cereal cyst nematodes demonstrate intraspecific residential preference to farming types and practices. My null hypothesis is root lesion and cereal cyst nematodes demonstrate no intraspecific preference to farming types and occur at random. I started by choosing my data layers, which were cereal cyst nematode abundance, root lesion nematode abundance, and agroecological zones, all from 2011. I then renamed them for easy reference. It took some searching, but the exact extract values to points data or model builder was used. This provided a superior visual representation of the data, as well as provides values in the table of the chosen feature class. This is what my map looked like after running the model builder. I then used symbology for both nematode datasets to obtain differing sized circles according to the number of nematodes found at that site. This helped tremendously when using the actual map to identify where the highest numbers of nematodes were counted. The Identify icon tool was used for manual inquiry of some random point values. This helped to define the specific agroecozone in question for that particular point. Both nematode datasets were loaded into Excel, and pivot tables were made, and analysis was performed. I was attempting to visually represent the abundance of cereal cyst nematodes per agroecozone, but after many attempts, this is what I came up with, which represents the sums collected per site number. The same data analysis occurred for the root lesion nematode dataset with the same comparative difficulties. This graph represents the percentage of root lesion nematodes found in all of the 42 data collection sites. The blue sections represent percentage of root lesion nematodes per survey site. After serious manual identification of sample sites, it was concluded that cereal cyst nematodes were more prevalent in zones 1 and 2, which are annual crop wet cold and annual crop wet cool, but small numbers still occurred in other zones, which were mostly 3. Zone 3 being annual crop fallow transitional. Root lesion nematodes, while showing up in zones 1 through 3 frequently, were actually found in zones 1 through 5. Some questions that I pondered during and after this data analysis concerned the fact that data for both nematode types was sampled very near roads according to the map. Because the good possibility that some of the areas where different farmers farmed opposite sides of the road and easily could utilize different pesticide administration techniques depending on the year or depending on the crop being grown. This data could be better collected further from the road perhaps, or a crop boundary. Also, how were the sites chosen, and was each type of potential agroecozone given equal attention? And finally, if the sites were chosen specifically, did Paulitz choose the sites, or was it in request of the farmer? Thank you.